Hey, what is up guys? I am Crimson Thunder. Welcome back to this Let's Play of Sentinels of the Multiverse, the video game. I know it's been a little while, I've just been having a lot of family stuff, so now we're back. Last time we ended up battling, we ended up taking down the Ennead in an Egyptian brawl. Today we're going to take on Gloomweaver, which I believe is one of the easiest in the entire game. Originally he was a 3, but because of the so funny difficulty that we usually have against him, they ended up knocking him down to a 1. So it's a really good move on their part. Okay, so we're gonna go into the realm of discord, and we're gonna take along 4 villains this, 4 heroes this time. But here we're gonna take Night Mist because they're a nemesis. I'm gonna do it the regular for now. Let's see, we'll take Fugue State Parse. There's this insanely good combo that I ended up having, and I'll provide a link in the description or below of one of the most insane moves that has been experienced. Just make sure you subscribe to Polius Plays when you can. We're gonna take... we got a lot of zombies, so we're gonna take Tempest along. And we'll take, you know what, we'll take the Naturalist. We'll do the regular variant to start off with. So, Standard, Night Mist, Parse, Fugue State, Tempest, and Naturalist. In the realm of discord, let's fight. I have tasted a soul so familiar to your own. I will devour your assistance as well. A great nightmare walker himself seeks to enter our world. He must fail. Okay. So here, at the start of the game, Gloomweaver enters the play Nightmare Walker side up. 4 zombies are going to be put into the play, and the villain deck is shuffled. There are 3 relics in this deck. And at the start of the turn, if 3 villain relics are in play, Gloomweaver flips off to a side, which in most cases, this is almost never going to happen. At the start of the villain turn, if all 3 of the villain relics are in the trash, the heroes will win. And there's also cultists in here. Whenever a cultist is destroyed, a zombie is put into play from the villain trash. So we're going to start 4 zombies. And we got Profane Zealot, one of those cultists. Reduce damage to villain targets by 1. Whenever a target other than this card is destroyed, this card gains 4 HP. The zombies are going to start attacking, and it's not going to matter which one gets targeted, they're all going to get hit for the same amount. Now with Night Mist, she uses equipment for relics, which does good things, and she also has spells, and all of the cards she has for the most part. Let's see. Actually, all of her cards have these little numbers on here. The number that is on here sometimes can determine what some of these magic numbers are, depending on which one's revealed. So for here, one of the things I will first do is I'll drop this Amulet of the Elder Gods. Now, the first time when she would take damage each turn, I can discard 2 cards. If I do, she may redirect that damage to a target of my choice. And her power is Investigation. She will hit herself for 2 infernal damage and then draw 2 cards. Now, Night Mist, you cannot play safe with her always, because this involves a bunch of risk. This is why she's a difficulty 3 in order for complexity. So I am not going to discard cards. Kila Slash, Oblivion, which is one of her most devastating cards, and Star Shield Necklace. Now Parse, she has a tendency to want to just keep discarding cards all the time, so you want to be, so this sometimes you want to do so as much as you can. Just be careful not to discard all your cards at once. And one of the most important ones in her deck is the critical multiplier. There are 3 of these in the deck, and if you go to Polius Plays, and once again I'll make sure the link is in the description of the time, the amount of damage that you can buff up the next person's turn can basically be extremely insane. So whenever you discard a card from your hand, select a hero target, increase that next damage by 1, and it always keeps stacking. So critical multiplier. I'm going to play the bottom card of my deck, which is the data mining, which is not going to be useful. You play the bottom card of your deck, and if you discarded a card this turn, one other player may play the bottom card of the deck. Segmentation fault. Okay, since there's not going to be a lot going on for Tempest, I'm going to reduce his damage by 1. I'm going to skip the power phase because this will block all the damage. Naturalist turn. Now with a regular naturalist, it's pretty good. What he does is that he has forms in his deck, which are the gazelle, the rhino, and the crocodile, and you want to be using one particular form out depending on which form it is. So we have 3 HP. You can use a power now. Reduce damage to naturalist by 1 until the start of next turn from the rhino form, and the crocodile form deals 1 target 3 toxic damage. You can use the power now. I'm going to use the Brazilian hide. And since I am going to be trying to get rid of this, I'm going to go into the crocodile form. Sorry about that, I accidentally hit the wrong button. And I'll draw 1 card, Fatal Fury. Now, this particular environment has a lot of distortions. And this particular one, where it destroys all the distortion cards when this enters the field. And for negative energy, whenever a card is played, deal the 4 target with the highest AP 1 infernal damage each. Here's one of those relics, the Drum of Despair. Start of the villain turn. Each player may discard 2 cards or destroy 1 of their cards. If they do neither, Gloomweaver deals the hero target 3 infernal damage. So I'm going to make sure the Drum of Despair gets hit. Naturalist is going to have all of that damage nullified. So in this case, nobody gets damaged. Tempest gets hit for 1. Hit for 1, and it doesn't matter which one get hit because everyone is going to take a little bit of damage. Now I'm gonna go ahead and play Oblivion. This is basically one of the most powerful cards, but because the Profane Zealot is going to be out there, I look at the top 2 cards of the deck. And looks like they reveal 1. All targets get dealt one. The first each one of the target revealed cards magic infernal damage. Then each non-hero target, other than the revealed cards, magic infernal damage, and then put all the revealed cards in the trash. And since they're both 1s, not really much is going to happen here. I'm going to keep drawing cards. Scouring Mists. And Enlightenment. Alright, I'm going to go and do the targeting arrow on the drum. Oops, sorry. If you make a mistake, you can actually use this rewind button over here. I have a tendency to try not to use it as much as I can, but I usually do if I end up misclicking. So I'm going to go back to play a card, targeting arrow, Going to hit the Profane Zealot and increase all damage to Profane Zealot by 1. Play the bottom card of the deck. Quick calculation, which is useful always. Exploit vulnerability. I'm going to put that in the bottom and put 2 cards in my hand. Between the lines. I'm gonna go with Cleansing Downpour. What this will do is it's going to have every hero regain 2 HP. And since I can't deal damage, there's no reason not to do this. Feral Fury. I'm going to... all the damage will be blocked. I'm finally gonna get rid of this Profane Zealot. I'm actually gonna hit the Drum of Despair as well. Chop the Zealot. And since there are no zombies, nothing else happens. Environment turn. Time crawls. It's another one of those. It's another one of those distortions. Destroys negative energy field. Destroy all other distortion cards. Each hero turn, the hero must skip either the play phase or power phase and reduce all damage by villain targets by 1. So this can help sometimes. Like for instance, I'm going to go ahead and discard cards for this. So I'll get rid of the Mist of Time, and I'm going to get rid of the Scouring Mists. I'll send this back into the drum. Minimizes the damage. Fast following. Of course, that stupid Zealot's gotta come back. And all these and the zombies are not gonna do anything. The Disciple is gonna hurt some. Okay, Heedless Slash. Here's a Mist of Time. Going to hit herself for 3, and I'm gonna have Night Mist draw 3 cards, because since she needs to have cards in her deck in order to be useful, and the distortion's going to prevent her from using her powers. Once again, we'll go with another targeting arrow. The Zealot. Chain Lightning. We're going to hit the Zealot. The Drum. The Chosen Disciple. Skip powers. I'm going to discard 2 cards. Draw 2. And Cornered Beast. If there are more non-hero targets than hero targets, increase damage out by the naturals by 1. Another distortion. All non-hero targets other than the non-hero target with the lowest HP are immune to all damage. Now, let's skip for now. Fast following. I'm so Crimson Pin. Send that in the naturalist. Wow, we're taking a lot of damage here. Alright, Planner Banishment. I'll discard 2 cards since I really don't want to. I don't want to take 5 damage right now. I'll just kill one of the zombies, and I'll go ahead and destroy this This environment cards, that's really annoying. I hit herself for 2, draw 2 cards, and I'll draw 1 card per turn. Alright, I'll go Impossible Shot to hit the Zealot for 3, draw 1 card. Then I'm going to play the bottom, play Exploit Vulnerability, which will help. Revis Hailstorm. And I'm going to heal all heroes for 2. Beastal Shift. Gonna hit the Disciple, then I get to use a power. This corner beast will allow me to destroy a target with 3 or more HP. I'll bring out a zombie. And I'm going to jump this Chosen Disciple for a 4. Destroying that. And the Crimson Pin, at the end of the environment turn, it will deal the target with this 2 environment damage, 2 toxic damage. Time Flies is probably the best distortion. When in display, destroy all the distortion cards. Players may play an extra card in the play phase, draw an extra card in the draw phase, but at the start of the villain turn, you get to play a top card of the deck. I am not going to do anything. I'm going to discard the Astral Pronation and the Heatless Lash. Send this into the drum. Pouch of Bones. And another zombie. So here, it's best if we end up focusing on the relics. Say there are 5 relics, so I'm going to discard Scouring Mist, so I can get 4 relics into my hand. Put the Elder Ring into play. This will increase her damage by 1. The relic and the gods. I'm gonna focus on the drum first because this is what deals damage. Shenanigans analysis. I'm going to put Snap Decision into play. Possible Shot to attack the drum. Quick Calculation. Gonna put Impossible Shot on the bottom, so I get to play Impossible Shot. Hit the drum. Draw 2 cards. Localized Hurricane. I'm going to hit the drum and the Pouch of Bones for there's Electrical Storm. That could be useful. Resilient Hide, Indomitable Force. Since I'm going to be since there's going to be quite a lot of damage, I'm going to go switch forms. I'm going to go into the Rhino. When all of the forms are destroyed, and this will reduce damage dealt to the Naturalist by 1. And that's irreducible. Positive Energy Field. This will This is going to prevent all the damage. Indigo Pin, the Night Mist. She discards a random card. And Natural will absorb all the damage. Alright. Let's try an Oblivion. Gonna hit everyone. I'm gonna hit all targets for 3. This kills all the zombies. And whenever you have one of these, you want to use the lower one first. I'll go ahead and discard 2 cards in order to redirect this to the Pouch of Bones. You'll take a little bit of damage, but you'll be alright. Then there goes the drum. There goes the pin. Resilient Hide's gonna absorb the damage. Draw 2 cards and draw for turn. Now here, Snap Decision, I'm going to discard 1 card. And I'm gonna start buffing up Parse quite a bit because her damage is absolutely insane. The segmentation fault. Updated intel. Don't need that right now. And between the lions. Now she's going to draw double the amount of cards you just discarded. Put out another critical multiplier. He's going to flip the bottom card. Now all damage is irreducible by hero. And since she played the bottom card out of a deck and she discarded 1 card, 1 player may play the bottom card of the deck. So let's try Tempest. It did Chain Lightning. Pouch of Bones and Gloomweaver. And it'll stop the damage there. I'm gonna put out this Electrical Storm. We'll heal some more. Start doing some more damage to both Gloomweaver and the Pouch of Bones. So now that's just that dominance is destroyed at the end of the turn. Stack the shift. I'm going to discard both of these cards to draw 2 cards. And Threatening Stomp. Gonna stomp the Pouch of Bones. And all damage that is going to be redirected. And the Rhino allows the Naturals to draw 2 cards. Draw 1 per turn. Eternal Bonds. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP 2 energy damage, and the target dealt damage this way cannot deal damage until the start of the next environment turn. Wow, in this, I'm going to discard 2 cards. I'm going to redirect this back into Gloomweaver. Now he can't deal damage. The Indigo Pin. And nothing else happens. I'm going to go Master of Magic. what this does is that whenever I play a spell, Night Mist regains that card's magic HP, whatever number it is. I'm going to discard 2 cards. I'll get rid of the Mist form and the Mist bound. Gonna hit the pouch. Draw 2 cards and draw 1 per turn. And I randomly discard a card. Snap Decision. I'll discard the extra one and start buffing herself even more, just in case things have to go the other way. Reveal the flaws is destroyed. Okay, so I want to go with the Shenanigans analysis, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll heal naturalist. From parse, I'm going to get the other critical multiplier into play first. And I'll play the recompile. Now things can get extremely crazy. Data mining. I'm gonna get gauge. And we're gonna go with updated intel. And I'll draw 6 cards. Now for this power, I'm actually going to use this Extrasensory Awareness. Since we don't want Strength from the Grave out, I can get along with this Profane Zealot. Everyone gets hit for 1 electric. I'll go ahead and Lightning Slash. Get rid of the pouch. I'm gonna hit the Pouch of Bones. Then I'm gonna go Localized Hurricane to kill the bone. Get rid of the bones and start hitting this Indigo pin. Draw 2 cards. Draw the turn. Alright. I'll do Primal Charge. I'm going to keep healing some of the others. I'm going to start hitting Indigo Pin. And I'll destroy it with Cornered Beast. Explosive Bubbles. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals 2 energy damage to X non-environment target with the highest HP, where X is the number of HP on this card. But, yeah, powers don't need to deal damage. And here comes the Profane Zealot, which nothing else happens. Alright, so applying her banishment. She's gonna heal for 2. Oblivion for 4. So I'm going to discard Scouring Mist and one of these Mistfuel recoveries. These are not considered a spell. Gonna hit the Profane Zealot for 4. Then I get to destroy the Explosive Bubbles and the Bonds. And I get to, I'm actually gonna destroy the Positive Energy Field because I'm sick and tired of everything healing. hit herself with 3, draw 3 cards, shuffle her deck, and draw again. And going to discard, reveal the flaws, start pumping her up even further. Or recompile. Reveal the flaws. Yeah, this is... yeah, Polius would probably be crapping himself right now if he actually saw this. Now I'm gonna draw 6 cards. And let's see, how much damage am I doing? 27 extra damage. So, okay, Shenanigans analysis. I'm going to do this for Tempest. Going to put Vicious Cyclone into play next to him. And draw that into the stratosphere because it's not going to do us any good right now. Extrasensory awareness. Yes, we're going to discard this. And doesn't matter what we put on top of the deck, and doesn't matter if we shuffle. Because now all 3 relics are in the trash. Which now means it doesn't matter what we do, we win. Skip turn. Heals for 2 for the Resilient Hide. I'm gonna skip again. Environment turn, doesn't matter which place. Portal Fiend, it's not gonna do anything. Now come to Gloomweaver's turn. There are 3 villain relics in the villain trash. The heroes win. And that's the game. So sometimes he can get a little bit tough at some times, depending what he gets out, but for the most part, he's really not that hard. Because I usually have an extremely good record against him. If you want to really play him like in the most challenging way possible, you usually want to use ultimate mode. So anyway, I am Crimson Thunder, shocking all of our enemies one by one, saying see you later on.